Morning, everybody. Welcome back. Davis Auto Sales on this beautiful sunny morning. And it is Thanksgiving weekend. And I have Trista off from school, helping out, getting some filming done this morning. So we've got a couple that traveled up from a couple hours away, taking home this AMG Crossfire. A lot of you guys would look at that and be like, oh, that's just a regular old Dodge Chrysler car. It's not. It is an AMG Mercedes Crossfire. Actually has a turbo. Pretty freaking cool. Exactly what they were looking for. We got it washed off. That car's been around here for a little while. I traded in from a Mercedes collector. And there it is. Going to a good home. Mike's in there doing the paperwork. Got their extra keys. Pretty neat. But don't despair. We got plenty of square body stuff to bring you to. So this one's pretty fun. There's Calvin. Calvin's here too. You guys probably saw this truck in the past from the previous videos, and it was pretty normal, stock, original West Coast truck. Now it's not. And there's so many features we'll be going over in the next few days that will blow your mind. But this customer this is his second square body, and he actually also has a Rover that came from us that's lifted. So he has swapped the Rover out after some maintenance and dropped this one back off for some more future upgrades. So it's been down to the shop, and as you can see, it's got the lift kit, tires and wheels, but it also, even though not necessary at this height, got the steering, the track bar, the upgraded greasable shackles and fittings, and you also notice right here is a little naked area. So he was on the fence between power steps, but he really likes being able to get in the back of the bed of the truck. So I feel like the compromise for that is to keep the old grandpa steps, which he's fallen in love with, cut them back, move them down so the tire doesn't catch them any longer. Because you ever put a baseball card in the spoke of your bike to make noise? That's pretty cool. Well, when that happens, that's like that times 100. It's not real good. Sounds like your truck's being ripped in half. So you look at this truck, and you say, man, this guy probably lives out on a big old ranch, wears a cowboy hat, and he's got all these acres to park in. Well, your demographic for that truck would be right, but your owner for that truck actually lives in downtown Washington, D.C., and parks on the street. Even Trista just batted her eyes at that. That's the truth. So the goal with this truck is to make it as friendly in the city as humanly possible to park one of the biggest land yachts there is. And he loves it. He wheels it right into his parking spot like it's nothing. That's also why we stayed with a certain height too, because every now and then a parking deck is a need as well. But introduce you to the inner city parking monster square body that even now has 360 cameras, camera here, camera over there, camera in the front, and camera in the back. Trista's digging this because she's like, I could use a little help parallel parking, so she likes it. Also another feature, these are power mirrors. And I'm going to show you all this stuff functioning and operating on a separate video. We're not going to get to it today because we got a lot to do, and it's Monday, and people are showing up from all over. Mike has been kicking butt getting stuff sold all through the weekend. So we got a lot of stuff to get in, a lot of stuff to get out. We got an F-450 headed to Missouri and bringing back a very special truck for you guys. A 6-door custom flatbed beast. We're also making arrangements for a couple possible YouTubers coming into town and doing some content. So we got a lot on our agenda today. So I'm going to do my best. That's why I grabbed Trista. AJ's out getting a tractor picked up. Calvin's getting ready to use that tractor to get the grass cut. Christian's in there printing paperwork and getting emails caught up. And we will be getting back to this truck. Here's one more cool thing that we talked about. There goes Calvin. We're going to go grandpa camper shell on the back. Aluminum grandpa camper shell. This thing just keeps getting more fun because I told him, I was like, you know, the sliding back window, because you never know how people lived. You don't always know that they live like we live. But when we were kids, if we were lucky, we had a standard cab truck with a camper shelf. When I say lucky, the camper shell was the lucky part. If not, we still had a standard cab pickup. We rode in the back with no camper shell whenever we had to go somewhere as a family if we drove the truck. I know a lot of you guys can sympathize. But I said, look, you just kick open the rear window, the slider, and then we make sure the camper shell is a slider. He's got a dog. He wants to make sure the kids can ride and the dog can ride. So the dog will be able to go back and forth. The kids will be able to go back and forth. Not quite the safest idea in 2025, but the dog can go back and forth at least. Kids maybe should stay in their seatbelt. But that's the way things were in the 70s and 80s. I know a lot of you guys can sympathize with that. But he's got the extra space. So now he's got the wife, he's got the kids, he's making a specific trip to Florida with this truck and towing a trailer. So we're going to have it tailor built and ready for that freaking trip. Still almost has some of the blue left on the white letter tires because it just wrapped up. Then it went for the roundabout of electronics, the 4-camera 360 view system. Another cool thing, see if you can zoom in right here, Trista. So he had a little piece right here. He says, man, this snags me every now and then, right here. He said, this snags me every now and then. This was hanging way down. We've got it back in place, but we're not going to weld it up. I'm 99.9% sure how that happened was moisture was inside this tube. This tube was welded together. That moisture froze, and I think it blew this section out right here. There's no other explanation for it. So we got that back in place where it's not going to snag him when he's washing it or whatever. But we're not going to weld it up because I think it has moisture and I think it'll blow apart again. Things freezing are a major deal. So when I told you guys Saturday I was in trying to winterize some things, and I even told my fiance, this time of the year is really stressful. You got farm equipment. You got old vehicles. You got buildings. If they're not heated and we get below freezing, you got blown pipes. That right there, a block, an engine block. If you want to see an engine block, go to the short that I posted a little while ago that said catastrophic failure. An engine block is so thick, like it's super duper thick. Freezing water inside a block will cause it to crack. Sometimes it'll cause it to almost look like it exploded. Sometimes just a hairline crack you can't even see. So water and cold temperatures in the winter are tough. And we got to deal with it here. If you're in Florida and on some of these other places, you don't have to deal with it. Lucky you. But here we do have to deal with blocks freezing, moisture in fuel, frozen pipes, frozen lines, busted lines and pipes. Our pressure washer has to go inside in the heat every night. The lines have to be drained. So wintertime does create some very creative things that we have to deal through and that you sometimes forget about. And then you won't forget when that water's spraying everywhere or your blocks crack or whatever else happened. But I do believe we were looking at it together, me and the customer. He's like, I don't know how this happened because it's not smashed. I mean, it's got nicks and scratches and dings and marks, but that right there pushed out from being frozen. 99% sure. So anyway, he also has some updated LED lights. He is thrilled with how this thing shows off at night. And again, I'm really excited to show you guys the next level of things. This crew cab 3+3 Scottsdale is definitely breaking the mold for usability in an area where it shouldn't be being used. And I think that's what's so fun. You guys want to really reel it back for you faithful watchers. He's also the owner of the Experiment. We called it the Experiment because he still had his late model pickup truck, and then he had this square body. And what should he do, or should that work? He said, I want to go to something nicer, JW. And he came in with really no budget. He said, he looked at everything from 100 grand to 10 grand. Test drove multiple trucks. He didn't know what he really wanted. So we had this one truck, nicknamed the Experiment, that came in that was in a good price category. I said, hey, what can you lose by trying it? Nothing, a couple grand, 3 or 4 grand over time, whatever the case may be. Find out if you like it before you spend big money, and then you don't like it, because then you're going to lose a lot of money. He said, that's a good idea. So the Experiment, which is for sale, it did come back in on trade when he bought the Rover, is a real deal, cool truck. They got upgraded for this one. So kind of how it all went down. A little backstory on it, and we will get that one inside out of the dark area there so you guys can really see how it functions, how it works, some of the features that were put into it, the lift kit, explaining the size, explaining the tires and wheels, and really why we did that truck the way we did it. So promised you guys some cool square body content. There we got Trista over here getting some decorations put up, and just thought about it at the last second, and I was just going to do it and surprise everybody and do a video. But that part of the building right there is a flat roof, and then of course as you're coming up the interstate you can see that above everything. So I think we're going to get up there and put some big blow up decorations. I think that's going to be an awesome spot to do some holiday decorating. She also had a good idea, maybe next year, to have a professional company come out and do all the buildings. But like I told her, on that building, I would not mind having it outlined with white lights all the time. I think that would be pretty tasteful. Let's see if we can find her in here. Hey there, Trista.
Hey.
She's out of school and back to work for a little bit. How did you find your desk in there? Was it pretty clean?
Nope.
No?
I'm guessing you've been sitting there.
I think everybody has. So we've decided we're going to decorate the Davis Drives Chevette and outline it with white lights. And then she's putting up a tree here. We'll decide where that goes. She's found a onslaught of lights and all kinds of other decorations that we've been saving over the years, buying when there's a deal. And I think we'll put the tree out here, tree up top, other stuff up top with the blow-ups that are supposed to be here today if Amazon does their job. And she saw the wall for the first time. For you that are new followers, may not have seen this, this will be our future new office area and merch area for those that come and travel and want to get t-shirts. We'll have them on display instead of in a big cabinet currently. Our bathroom is officially done, so we can have people come and actually use the restroom. We got lights. Where's the light switch for those? Oh, over here. We also did the exposed wall look in here. That was covered up. There was actually a beam that went through here. So there was this little hollow wall, just like in there, which basically covered the brick up. And the brick's beautiful. That is 1890s to 1900 brick when the house that's that part of the building was built. So pretty cool to expose that. Then this part of the building was actually added. This is a metal building that was added later. You can see the outside walls there. And then this will be my office, which is also old and ancient, needing lots of repair and plaster, and that wall the same way, and ceiling tiles to be fixed. And we did update a bunch of the lights. So we got LED lights in here finally. But still old school heat. She's still old, but it will make do. And the lights really made a huge difference in here. So, decorations in place. The flag is flying beautifully, and we are in Thanksgiving weekend. And we got to give thanks where thanks is due. I want to thank all of my guys, all of you faithful supporters, all of the followers on all of our platforms of social media, my family, employees. Everything has made us what we are today. So thanks for that. And I hope you guys get a chance to spend some good time with your family. But a reminder, because of the fact we have the holidays, 3 of them, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, actually 4, because my birthday should be a national holiday also, right, Trista? No, okay. So time is short for you guys for the last minute stuff. We will do our best to accommodate, but we had a couple customers last year get a little bit upset because they finally got things in order like January 3rd, January 4th. Because of computers and everything else, we cannot keep our books open. When things were handwritten years ago, yeah, I mean, you know, some things could go from December 31st, January 1st, you know, play with a day. Now it's active, it's accurate, it has to stay that way. But if you think you're ready for the purchase of a rollback or a bucket truck or a wrecker or even just a standard commercial work vehicle, You can get a deposit in. That way we can lock the vehicle in this business year. If you end up paying for it, that's up to your accountant and how that falls out. But if you want to make sure you don't miss out and that you do have the opportunity to buy in this calendar year, we never accept deposits. We never hold vehicles. But because of the holidays and because of everything else, we will break that tradition a little bit currently. So please let us know. Reach out to myself, Mike, Gail, which is Mom, Christian, any of us in the office, or Julie. She's only here a few days a week. And let us know. We are stocked up across the road, full to the brim. There's no parking spaces left. We have plenty of inventory, and 95% of it's ready, already serviced, already inspected, already been through the shop, already been through the mechanic's hands. So we are geared up more than we have been in the past. So we are more flexible as far as allowing some situations to be a little different than normal. So please reach out. Even on a regular vehicle, it's still fine. We'll do our best. But the commercial vehicle, it is first come, first serve. There are certain ones that we have some of, and we will not have any more this business year. The rollbacks, for example, we will run out. We do every year this time. We've got them right now from $20,000 to almost $200,000. Depends on what they are. That one's probably one of the most expensive, the yellow one with the 3-car wedge set up on the back. But neither here nor there. More flexibility than normal. Happy to help you guys out. And you just have to communicate. You have to let us know what's going on, because if you've had a good year, you need to get that expense in this business year. I preached it before. Go back and watch the video from Friday. Explains why, for those that don't know how taxes work. Every situation is different, and I'm not an accountant. I'm not a tax professional, but I can give you the advice that we see happen all the time. All right, Calvin made short work of that. Helps to have the right equipment. But the field got one last cut. He's going to weed eat around the edges and get these ditches cleaned up. Hopefully the last time of the year. But so fortunate to have this acre or two of land here for future expansion. No telling what we may come up with next. Looks like we're a trailer dealer currently. Lots of enclosed trailers. That's what AJ is literally walking down the road now to look at what we've got in inventory for additional ones. And then these trees will be coming out soon. I've told y'all in the past, a lot of these videos are so that I'll have something to go back on at one time, or if we ever get an editor or something like that to come, they'll be able to take from these and cut, splice. But this right here is just unrecognizable from how it looked when we got it. Overgrown growth, trees that had tires growing up through them, which we got a little flack from the county. You guys will get a little chuckle out of this, but I'm sure any of y'all business owners or developers have dealt with it. So that used to be a trailer park. All that land was a huge trailer park. So on the edge of this property was a berm of trash. So my first thing was clean the trash up. I mean, it was nasty amount of trash. But they basically, when they shoved everything, they just shoved it this way when they were doing that development. Well, that was many, many, many years ago now. So there was tires that literally were growing up with trees through them. And I mean, there was appliances, everything. So for us to clean up the trash, I had to cut trees down. So we actually got in trouble for cutting some trees down. Didn't get anything official, just a slap on the wrist. And why did you do it? So I quickly showed them pictures and explained I had no choice to clean up that trash. Now we even put, and you can see it over there in the background, we put a barrier, whatever they call it, a silt fence, around all the stuff we were messing with, but still got in trouble and got a warning to not cut anything down. And I said, well, we're already done now. We've cleaned it up. Look at it. Look how nice it looks. But that's how the county works. But fortunate they worked with us and got things in order the way we needed it. And we'll be able to start using this and then using this and get the fence up. So things are going along real nice. AJ the farmer getting a new idea hay baler that I have no idea why has not sold yet. From what I can tell, pretty much dirt cheap. But moving it to a different spot here. That was close. And getting some of our trailers moved around and cleaned off from all across there and back. Darn near cleared off probably a 1/4 acre of nothing but briars that had grown up. So getting the field cleaned up, getting things repositioned. Somebody come by this thing. It's got to be hay baling time. This is a nice machine. The one person I had look at it, which could not talk his boss into buying it, said it was a low hour machine. I don't know how he checked that. I guess there's an hour meter, but I don't want to move it again, so somebody come get it. Or that tractor. 2501 with 114 hours, and then the other two both have 50 hours, one without a loader, one with a loader. Get these things out of my way for the end of the year. Or that tractor there. All right, the sun's setting on another day. We didn't get a chance to bring you much content on this trimmer, but this was a 400-mile 2025 trimmer. In one of the videos, I said 2026. Customer had the option between a 2026 or this color 2025. This truck is only 30 days old. You would think it's a racetrack around here, but it is not. So this truck came in, he picked the truck up at the dealer, brought it straight to us, had an idea of what he wanted to do. It ended up with a 4-inch BDS lift, Fox shocks, Fox steering stabilizers, 37-inch Toyo tires, and a 12-inch wide wheel. Now, we've done dozens and dozens and dozens of trucks for this customer, but never have we done one and then this quickly he decided he wanted something different. But he is going towards a dually. He knew better than to buy this truck, but he figured F350, single rear wheel, it was going to be great, but he real quickly has decided he wants a dually. So this truck had a window sticker of $98,000. It's 400 miles between the power steps, the bed cover, the tires, the wheels, the lift kit, the installation, the tire sensors, a few other light accessories. He spent another $12,000 to $13,000 on the truck, and this truck sold for in the 90s. So I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say the exact number because the customer buying it asked me not to. He probably told his wife he paid like 50 or something. So anyway, we can be secretive sometimes if you ask ahead of time before it goes on the web. But this truck never made it officially on the website. Glad to see it going to a good customer, and he's going to be thrilled, and he saved a ton of money. So there it is, guys. There are some extravagant deals sometimes, and again, no waiting. The truck's ready. He was able to drive it. He made sure that the 4-inch 37s was not too much for him, and he's thrilled. We didn't get much done with the crew cab today, but tomorrow we will move that into the shop, get some stuff done on that. But in closing today, I have probably had more calls than ever. Now, of course, we had some videos over the weekend, and the only reason I know this is because when I start seeing comments pop up on old videos means something's gone kind of viral. So we had a couple older videos and a couple newer ones do very good. But more calls today than ever from customers. Some just saying, amazing content. I'll never be able to afford a truck, but man, you guys are killing it. A couple local people that have just found the channel and been like, JW, this is insane what you guys are doing. You might be, the crazy thing about where we're at is we're right in between Richmond, we're right in between Chester. A lot of people don't travel this road, and we're not as active on social media as probably we should be. But some people watch the video and they're like, dude, I remember when you were knee-high to a grasshopper and y'all had 10 vehicles on the car lot, or I remember when y'all first moved to Jeff Davis Highway. But today has been more calls than ever with so much positivity. A couple customers that have just received their trucks calling saying, man, I got my truck. I love it. Can't wait to customize it further. It's just been, it's been more than usual, but it's been great. So we do appreciate it. And I tell every customer, we appreciate the support, whether you're buying a t-shirt. I did get a little dirty today. I just realized that. We've been cleaning. You'll see, actually, you probably already seen it in this video, the little clip of us cleaning up some property, making room for some of our trailers and overflow. But long and short of it is, there's never a dull day. We appreciate the support. We're doing the same thing we've always done. You guys are just able to see it. Yes, it is a crazy business, and it's a very cool business. We got a couple things to wrap up. We got some vehicles in the back that need to get freshened up so they can go out tomorrow. Raymond's on the road getting one dropped off, bringing back what's going to be one of the coolest vehicles to bring you guys. It was one of our most, you can keep backing up, Trista, until you trip over that car. One of our most viral videos recently was made with this particular truck. Customers had it now a little over 2 years, trading back for a 2025 model truck. So delivering the new one, picking up the old one. Really happy that that transaction is going down, because the one coming is going to really blow you guys' mind. Nice ladies in the office getting the paperwork wrapped up on the Rubicon I brought y'all this morning. The RIP Supercharger Rubicon is officially going away. We got a couple things purchased today. Holidays flowing. I don't know how much new stuff will come in. There is a square body that Dave was piddling along with that you guys haven't seen yet. We'll get on that one tomorrow. There's a OBS that may make it before the holiday. So we got a lot of interesting things. Excited to bring y'all, and happy to have Trista getting things decorated. Unfortunately, what we were hoping to put, we can actually put something up here. That roof's flat too. So put some decorations here. Trying to get into holiday spirit. It's really cool. I got some things ordered yesterday that were supposed to be here today, and they did not make it. So that'll be for tomorrow, but it's going to get colder. So that's not going to be fun being on the roof. So
I'll do it.
you'll do it? Say it again.
I'll do it.
All right. Y'all heard it here first. She's getting on the roof. She's going to do it. Calvin worked his butt off today too, getting things done. So did AJ. We got one little special clip left for today. We'll see you guys in the morning.
What's up?
Surprise!
Surprise!
Oh, what's going on? Oh, you got it for what?
It's your baby shower.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're pregnant!
We would have guessed Christian, but
You know, I really almost didn't come here.
you were scared?
Yeah, he was.
Mike was like, Christian said, come upstairs. I'm like, for what? Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations,
thank you,
my
thank you.
man.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Appreciate it, 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 appreciate it. So who wants to cut the cake? Because I'm not going to do that.
There's 4 different kinds.
Ooh.
Gail did good on the cake, that's for sure.
This is nice. I didn't know this.
It's a fudge icing, a chocolate cream cheese icing, a cream cheese icing, and a chocolate buttercream icing. So chocolate or chocolate or chocolate.
I'll get those things out there, Mom. We didn't know whether Mike needed them more or for you.
This is
Thank you.
Man.
this will last about a week.
That was cold.
I like them because
The
Lord.
size of
they're
them.
not right.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I'm
Thank you.
always turning back here. I could have got my
Thanks,
money
Mike. I
back.
seriously almost did not come up here.
Yeah.
Mike said, Christian said, come upstairs. I'm like, I don't know, Mike. Do I need to take protection? I don't know if I feel comfortable now. You cut it. I'm not a good cake cutter. It's your turn. Trista, you gonna cut it. You cut it. You cut it. Hey!
It's already cut
No,
there.
it's already cut there.
Oh.
It's got paper there to separate
There
it.
we go.
Thank y'all.
Oh,
Thank you.
and I didn't know what to get for, so I don't care about you, but I figured she might be able to use something like that.
Oh, no, I'm taking this.
No, you're not, because I'm calling her and letting her know.
Mike, see why you gotta cheat? That's cheating.
So I know, because I know you.
Yeah, bad money works, yes. Give me a bad one.
That's what I figured.